Welcome to the fabulous food adventure. We have paired former world champion boxer Barry McGuigan with celebrity chef Jenny Bristow.
Isn't that lovely? It's like Alice in Wonderland.
Their challenge is to travel across the country to forage and find delicious local ingredients to create a sumptuous feast for a group of surprise guests.
Welcome to County Armagh. We're off again, Jenny, aren't we?
We are. And with these wonderful drumlins behind us and the sunshine in the sky, it's bright again today.
Fascinating people to meet, and stay with us. Good food,
Yep.
and we've got to meet this guy called Finn McCool. So come and join us.
We better get going. Kenny, how are you?
Very well,
Good to
thanks.
see you again.
Good to see you.
Yeah, and all your family.
Absolutely, fantastic. Kenny, these are fascinating animals. Tell us about them.
Well, they're recognised as one of the oldest breeds that is recorded. They thought to be the cattle as depicted in the cave drawings with their markings and their horns.
So what brought you into the Longhorns particularly, Kenny? Because I know you've farmed here in this countryside all your life, haven't you?
Well, we were very intensive. We wanted to get away from that.
Yeah.
We're now very extensive, and the cattle, they're so easy to work with and so nice to be around, and so natural, and they're just, I don't sow any fertiliser, I don't push my cattle, and as you can see, they thrive.
Yeah, which is more and more what everybody's looking for today
Well,
when it comes to a good cut of meat.
Yeah, we have found that, and the Longhorn beef is recognised as about the nicest beef that's produced in the world.
These are fabulous pieces of meat here. Tell us about the dry aging.
Well, our meat is hung carcass form on the bone for a minimum of 21 days. The majority of meat nowadays is boned out within 2 or 3 days of slaughter. It's put in your vacuum pack and is set on your shelf. Hence, they get this 21-day matured beef. But it's not the same as hanging natural in the bone.
You're a great advocate of simplicity. I mean, nothing too confusing, not even marinades. You're a great believer that we don't need it.
I believe that marinades have come about because there is no flavour to meat. That is what has brought them on. We have the natural product. We have flavour, we have taste here. Put it on your plate and you'll get the taste of beef that is lacking so much nowadays.
Good for you. Well, listen, we'll tell you what we're going to do, Barry. It's such a nice day. We might just barbecue. What would you suggest we would choose today for our barbecue?
Here we have a very economical piece of meat, chump.
Chump.
Chump steak.
That's what they call me every now and then.
Well, chump steak. That is what I barbecue all the time.
No marinade, straight on the grill.
Straight on the grill. Now I'm going to do something here now, right? There's chump steak, a cheap cut of meat. Finger and thumb, punch it through. Look. Yeah. You could eat that before it's cooked. It's that tender.
Oh, Rocky would eat that.
Yeah,
he would.
You're going to have a barbecue.
Yeah.
What I'm going to throw down the challenge to you, I'm going to give you a wee bit of fillet. I'm going to give you the sirloin. I'm going to slice this rib here into nice steaks, and I'm going to give you chump. Do a wee bit of everything, Jenny.
Okay.
And do a taste, a true taste. And I want a feedback of what you genuinely think of each piece of meat, because in these days, there's no need to go and buy yourself dear. That chump steak is just little more than half the price of our sirloin steak. Well,
this will be perfect, and I think, as I said, in the economic climate, this is a great challenge for us, Kenny, and I think we'll give people out there loads of ideas on what to do.
Where is it? Where is it?
So we're off on the high roads and by roads of County Armagh in search of the perfect pastry.
Well, Roisin, the pastry works. Tell me a wee bit about it.
It's very difficult to get good pastry. So I decided I wanted to have a shop that sold pastry made purely from natural ingredients, affordable for everybody, and also as healthy as possible, and as tasty.
Tell us, what are we going to make? Because I want to sample something of this. You give us the direction.
We can't keep chicken pies in the shop.
Fabulous.
No matter how many I send in,
That's
they're
your
always
favourite
looking.
item.
Everybody seems to like a chicken pie.
What
So,
can I do?
Barry, I'm going to give you the mucky job, okay? Strip the chicken, right?
Okay.
No skin, don't put the skin in. Now this chicken is a free-range chicken, which I have poached in a stock.
Well, I'm going to chop the herbs. Tarragon, bit of parsley, bit of thyme.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, that'll be lovely. Now, whenever I'm making a pie, I use 2 types of pastry. The pastry on the bottom is a savoury pastry. which doesn't go soggy whenever you cook it with the pie filling in it. So it's half butter, half lard, to double the quantity of flour.
I bet you learned that from your mum, because I was
from making apple tarts.
And I would know that she taught you a lot, because she's a real industrious woman.
Yeah, she always had Mary Hendren. She always had an apple tart in the house.
I would know with
soda bread and wheaten bread.
Yes.
Now the secret is you don't work with it too much. So what I do then is, for the filling for the pie, I make a white sauce, which is made with butter and flour. So you make a roux, which is just like melted butter with flour in it, and then I add some milk just to soften it. But the main ingredient is the chicken stock, which I've cooked poached the chicken in. Yeah, and that gives you the flavour.
And then these are the vegetables that you've poached
now,
here.
I have sauteed these vegetables in a little bit of butter. So there will be leeks, carrots, celery, and I put a bit of turnip in it as well, because I think turnip's kind of nice. And that's just poached, or that's just sauteed in a little bit of butter. Then,
gosh, it smells wonderful even at this stage. You get that lovely naturalness from the chicken. It's really good, and the herbs.
So
that's a big pie, isn't it? Shoo.
So this is now the puff pastry, right? The butter puff pastry, which I have made. So Barry, basically, then you just crimp your things beside you. Is
that okay?
Oh, that's very good.
And then it goes in the oven, 180 degrees.
How long?
And then for, well, I would say 45 minutes.
Okay.
One that we have made earlier.
Good girl.
Take care of yourself.
I'm going for that lovely puff pastry.
Yeah.
I want that bit there. I want that one.
It's just delightful. It's just real good tasty. It's how chicken tastes, it's how herbs and vegetables and...
Can I put my order in now?
Yeah, okay, you can call for it at 5 o'clock.
So we continue our journey around the beautiful orchard county of Armagh with a visit to Donnelly's Horticulture, a 95-acre farm situated on the banks of Lough Neagh. But it's not apples we're after. It's salad ingredients for tonight's barbecue.
This is a round lettuce. This is the lettuce that, as a child, this was the lettuce you used to have when you had a salad for tea on a Sunday night. This was the round lettuce you had with a hard-boiled egg and a tomato, and if you were lucky, a bit of ham.
And your salad cream.
Yes, and your salad cream, exactly. And so this has stood the test of time, because there's so many salad leaves out there, and it's lovely to see something like this is holding its own out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, they are a nice taste.
It is.
You know,
can I try a bit of it?
Yeah.
It is. It's a lovely taste. I mean, it's just that nice sort of freshness. Goodness. Well, we're searching for food that's right on our doorstep, no air miles, just right to the plate.
So how has it developed, Shane, since the 70s? How many acres did you start with, and how many have you got now, for example?
The farm itself here, this site is 25 acres. We do 70 acres of produce out in the outside fields as well.
So that's a combined total of 95 acres?
Wow.
The
The farm itself at that time, there only would have been maybe an acre of polytunnels, but now we have about 10 acres of polytunnels.
But if you look around here, I mean, it's a sea of lettuce. I mean,
absolute sea of lettuce.
Yeah,
amazing, and you supply to so many of the multiples now. Am I right?
Yeah, well, we've got our fingers in with them all, because you do need. Northern Ireland's a small country, and you do need as much business as you can to be able to grow as many lettuces as what we do to make it pay.
That looks like hard work. Maybe that's who we should cook for this week. And sure, we couldn't leave for home without a few strawberries for dessert.
How'd you get on, Barry? Did you get a few?
Oh, got on all right, yeah.
Didn't you do well, dear? Come on. Maybe you're hungry.
What the size of yours?
Coming up after the break, a fabulous house for a fabulous feast. And Barry bites off more than he can chew.